7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Wednesday, September 28th at 5 in the morning. 4:58 to be exact. I did not sleep well last night. I went to bed at 9:30, went out like a light, and then woke up every 2 hours. And then I finally just gave up and started working. So I'm tired. But let's go to November Project because it's Bridge Day.
Beasts. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Oh, hey.
This is what we call multitasking here at Finish Line Physical Therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, running on Veggies, and my good buddy, Lottie. And Lottie is going to help me figure out what the hell I'm going to eat this week and next week.
Yes.
I think this is what I want to eat all the time. Lottie, why shouldn't I eat dried mangoes all the time?
People are surprised. They think it's fruit and that they could eat unlimited amounts of fruit, but if you look at it, it's condensed and it's dried, so it's much sweeter than regular fruit. And it has 20 grams of sugar for 4 slices.
Oh shit.
So 20 grams of sugar for 4 slices, and no one's eating 4 slices ever.
No, I'll eat the whole bag.
Yeah, so it's like you have a friend who you'll share it with. But yeah, how many servings are in here?
4.
Yeah, and this is not feeding 4 people. You could finish the half a bag easily, and that's 40 grams of sugar. So you just want to be more conscious about things like that. Even if they are a health food, figure out what's actually in them.
Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we are 10 days out from the Chicago Marathon.
Is it that soon?
Yeah. I think it's 10 or 11.
We're you think you have a calendar counting it down.
I do.
Every single time you wake up.
Yep.
Yes.
Explain to me what I should be eating this week and next week and how important hydration is since I'm traveling for the race.
Yes, I think I wouldn't change anything too much 2 weeks out because it does take 2 weeks for your body to adjust to a new diet. So I would stick to whole foods as much as possible.
Which I do anyways.
Yeah, sweet potatoes, brown rice, stored your glycogen. And if you are traveling, even if you're not traveling, hydrating is not a bad thing. Keep in mind to have things like Noon, which have electrolytes in them. But you don't want to have sugary drinks like Gatorade. I like Noon because, it's not too sweet, not too caloric, but also giving you the hydration that you need.
I love Noon, so that's not a problem. Mm-hmm. What are your favorite breakfast stuff? I feel like breakfast is my hardest meal.
Yeah. I always try to think of things that I could travel with, since you would be traveling for a race. So oats are really good to have. You could have them hot, you could have them cold. But what do you normally have for breakfast?
A bagel and a banana.
Okay. Is it a white bagel?
No, it's normally whole wheat.
Okay, so that's good. It's a whole grain. That doesn't sound like too bad of a breakfast, but I would also want to go take a step back and go to Whole Foods. So right before it's processed.
What? Andre, come make a cameo.
Oh.
What do you want? What's up? Why don't you want to talk to us?
She's in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I'm always in
Oh,
trouble.
good.
That's like getting the text message that's like, can we talk?
We should have told him it wasn't
At like
recording.
9 o'clock in the morning when you get to work and they're like, we'll talk later. And you're like, seriously?
But anyways, you should try to have as much Whole Foods as possible.
Okay.
So oats are really good. I like Ezekiel bread if you're going to have bread. And they make English muffins and they make cinnamon raisin. And there's no reason to not have sprouted Whole Foods.
How many calories should I be having a day? Not that I'm going to count calories,
Yeah.
but like,
You shouldn't really count calories and you shouldn't be fixated on that, but you should eat so where you're full but you're not hungry and more but listening to your body.
I've always
Learn to do
heard
that.
that like as you get closer to race day, you're supposed to like switch the amount of calories that you get from carbs.
To fat? Or-
No, to carbs, like so that
Oh,
you're
'cause
going
you
from
just
like
told me, yeah.
30 or 40% of your calories should come from carbs to like 60 to 70.
Well, if you just think about that, I would feel much more bloated if I were to eat more carbs and less protein and fat. So I wouldn't do that so much because you might feel heavier and you don't want to feel heavier come race day.
That's true.
So yeah, people like to make it complicated. They want to make this drastic change. Like, you know, I have trained so much, but it's more about what do you do everything leading up to the race? How do you eat before your long run 3 weeks ago? You know what I mean? Like really take it back to basics.
Yeah, I used to eat like, I used to really go for the carb loading. Like I loved carb loading, and I would eat until I was like,
Yeah, who doesn't?
Thanksgiving full. And
Yeah,
then I feel
open
like
up
shit the
open up your
next
pants.
day.
Yeah, like
Now
you
I just
shouldn't be
eat.
eating like
Now
that.
I eat normal. I figured out that carb loading isn't really a thing. You just kind of like
It's
eat
not
carbs.
because your glycogen taps out after a certain amount of carbs.
I didn't want to believe that. I wanted to think that I was like glycogen
Sorry, y'all.
positive.
You can eat whatever you want after the race. How about that?
Yeah. What's your favorite go-to after the race treat?
It's hard to say. It's whatever I can get my hands on because usually you don't have you're not in your kitchen after you finish a race, right? So
What are your 10 favorite vegetables that are like carb heavy?
I love kombucha squash, which are like all the winters. There's so much winter squash out now. You could have fun.
Gosh.
Yeah, winter squashes. Have
What
you never
else?
thought about that?
No.
That's like obvious. Sweet potatoes are really good.
Love sweet potatoes.
Parsnips are also a starchy vegetable.
Parsnips.
Yeah, you could have fun. I like to go to the farmer's market and see what's out, see what's fresh, seasonal.
What about fruits? Are fruits carby?
Yeah, they're carby, but they have a little sugar, so you just want to be mindful of that.
So don't kill a bag of apples.
Yeah, I would stick to low glycemic fruits, so like berries and grapefruits are really good. Bananas are great before you run, and they have potassium, and they could really settle your stomach.
What are your thoughts on like why do people turn to pasta before a race?
Carby, it has carbs. It's probably one of the most carb-rich meals you could get. But then again, it's just going to make you feel heavy and it doesn't have much nutrients in it. So people like to eat it. You know what I like to have, and I've seen a lot of people eat sushi rice is really good.
Oh,
It's a little bit starchier than regular rice. And yeah, that's like a quick digesting carb that's good to have pre-race.
what do you think is the dumbest thing that you could eat like the day, 2 days before a race?
Anything new, pretty much. Like, don't say, oh, I'm going to go try this duck that I've never tried before. You know, don't go on an eating fest. But make sure you're eating throughout the day. So be conscious about it. If you're traveling, bring snacks with you. Like, I just did my half Ironman, and I wasn't sure where I was going to get food, but I knew that I wanted a sweet potato before the race, so I brought sweet potatoes with me. Like, you don't want to go crazy and get yourself crazy, but these are things that will make your life much easier when you get there.
Yeah.
So bring breakfast, bring something that you would want to have the night before that you can't find. I wouldn't stay out too late, go to a restaurant and have these crazy sauces that are on pasta.
Yeah. Cream.
Cream sauces, any dairy can upset your stomach.
What are your thoughts on coffee before a race?
I always drink coffee.
Me too.
Can't live without it. If I don't have coffee, I'll feel like crap, so I will have coffee.
Murder someone.
Yeah, I always have coffee. You just have to know, how do you feel training with it? Did you have coffee before your race? Did you have coffee before your long run? If you never had it and you only had it after you ran, then I wouldn't have it before.
Pop it up for Lottie.
Yay! Dude, what are we doing?
High-fiving.
Are we
Thanks,
done
bud.
now?